Now, I want to step back for a moment here as we talk about Jesus touching and healing and the power of God entering into the world today and do a little bit of broader teaching about the kingdom of God. There's a very influential teacher by the name of G.E. Ladd who had some great teaching on the kingdom of God a number of years back. I don't want to bring this into your imagination because it's going to have an effect on everything we teach related to the kingdom cure. All right, so in the Old Testament, there was a perspective on what was going to be happening in time. They had two ages, this age and the age to come, and we're living in this age right now. And in between these two ages was the day of the Lord that was going to come with power and judgment, and the Messiah was going to come, and people would be judged, and all kinds of things would be made right, and there would be this new glorious age to come that would be intervening in here. And this is true, but Jesus expanded on this X to say, you know what, that's actually quite a broader amount of time when he entered into the picture. See, when Jesus came into the picture, he said, you've got this age, which we all live in right now, and then you've got this age to come that's coming. And when Jesus died on the cross, he came to battle all of the enemies of God. So the worst enemies of God are sin and death and Satan. And he came to bring about a battle that goes against all of those. And the defeat of all of those three was made certain by his death on the cross, but it wasn't made complete. It would be completed on the return of Jesus, which is going to happen at some point in the future. So where we live right now is somewhere in between the cross and the return of Jesus in this church age. Now, when Jesus came, you remember, he said the kingdom of God is at hand. The kingdom of God is here. It's showing up. But we still experience a world that's full of pain and sin and brokenness. And so we have this kind of gap in our lives. We say, okay, the kingdom of God is here, but I still experience a lot of pain and brokenness and difficulty. And that's what this is like. Until the power of God comes in all of its fullness at the return of Christ, we live in this awkward in-between stage. But what Jesus was coming to show us is that this age to come that's in the future can invade the church age, and you can see glimpses of God's power in the midst of that. That's what I'm calling the kingdom cure. It's where light breaks into darkness, where we can see glimpses of what the kingdom to come is to look like. And Jesus exemplified this perfectly in this passage, because here's what you have. You've got the diseased body, the guy with the leper, that comes in contact with the healthy body, the body of Jesus, but instead of the healthy body getting infected, the diseased body gets infected with the curing, healing power of Jesus. That's the kingdom cure. It's evidence of Jesus coming. And many of you have been reading day by day through the book of Matthew. I hope one of the things you notice is that on almost every single page, you see a miracle happening. There's some blind guy getting cured. There's someone raising from the dead. There's water being turned into wine. There's all kinds of beautiful things that are happening here, demons that are being cast out. Well, all of that is the kingdom cure. It's the age to come crashing into the church age, showing this is a glimpse of what it's going to be like. Because when Jesus came, he came to reverse the curse that happened in the Garden of Eden. You guys getting what I'm talking about here? You hearing what I'm saying? You smelling what I'm stepping in? You guys good on that one? Okay, this is what we should be experiencing. And I think lots of Christians miss the idea that there is kingdom power that can invade this age, and Jesus showed us what that is like when he showed up. When the kingdom crashes into this age, this is what it looks like. And so in our passage, back to our passage, we see this. Jesus says to the leper, he says, I am willing. He reaches out and touches him. He says, I am willing. Be clean. And immediately he was cured of his leprosy. Spots were gone, pain was gone, itching was gone. All of a sudden, his skin was made brand new. Miracle happens in a physical body. And I'm telling you, friends, these same kinds of real live physical miracles still happen today.